Hello everyone, my name is Cecily aka Aspie, and I thought that for my first ever project for Awesome I would promote Autism New Zealand, because if you donate to Autism New Zealand, Autism New Zealand likes you. Okay, that's the extent of my creativity for this video, sorry guys. But why do I think you should donate to Autism New Zealand? Well, since I am autistic and I live in New Zealand, I thought I'd start with the thing that's kind of closest to me. So, what is autism? Autism is a range of things. It ranges right from things that impair movement, speech and sensory, right to stuff like ADD and ADHD that can make it difficult in social situations, and can make it hard to concentrate, stuff like that. But they're all equally important. As for me, I have Asperger's syndrome, which has caused a number of difficulties throughout my life. My parents probably found it very difficult bringing me up as a young child. I had trouble in social situations. I still kind of do. I'm very shy socially, would you believe? And back in school, I didn't understand how people sort of thought and felt. I didn't understand how I thought and felt. So that caused me to do strange things, like put my shoes in the toilet and beat people up and stuff, and it kind of resulted in me having to be homeschooled for a while. But if it weren't for like information and stuff like that from Autism New Zealand, my parents wouldn't have been able to understand why I acted this way, and how they could help me. And if it weren't for that, they probably wouldn't have been able to be nearly as sympathetic as they always have been. And it helped my schools, all that kind of stuff, and it kind of resulted in me having a good primary school experience for an autistic person. So that kind of stuff is really important, and they not only provide information on autism, but they also they support families with autistic children. The funding helps with that. They set up, local branches set up support groups. My hometown has only just managed to set up another support group, and I think your funding will definitely help with things like that. I hope. And support groups are really important. My parents, it was really good for them to have someone to talk to when I was going through my kind of difficult stages, like severe anxiety, depression, and just massive temper tantrums, things like that. And a lot of people don't see autism as a legit disability, because kids with autism can sometimes just look like really naughty, antisocial kids, but no, they're not. They're kids who find it hard to understand the world, who think differently, who feel differently. Autism New Zealand want to help educate people on that, and they want to celebrate autism and the good things that come from it. Because I mean, for me, like, even though I still have panic attacks and stuff, and they are a pain in the bum, I wouldn't give up my creativity and lateral thinking and ability to write a song in 10 freaking minutes for anything. So by donating to Autism New Zealand, you'll also be helping them celebrate the good points of autism. Like, I don't know if it's a majority, but it's a lot anyway. A large proportion of nerd fighters are autistic, because, like, I mean, we think laterally, we can be really smart, we can be really creative, we we can be really obsessive, which is a nerdy thing in itself. So yeah, nerd fighters, support nerd fighters, especially New Zealand nerd fighters, since this is a New Zealand charity. So yeah, this charity doesn't get nearly enough funding because autism is an invisible disability and isn't kind of recognised enough. So please donate. And so if you donate to Autism New Zealand, Autism New Zealand likes you. Oh, sorry about my terrible Tiny Tim singing. Yeah. So yeah, if you're autistic, you rule. If you're a New Zealander, you rule. And if you donate to Autism New Zealand, you super rule. Thank you for watching my video, DFTBA. Don't forget to be autistic.